have a question to you.
It stands in a server rule to not do this.
Are you having any tests today, later in the day? No? All right. Good. Well, according to my list, I need 5 people to present today, but I'm afraid that I have received presentations from 4 only. So let me ask Ivana. Ivana, are you here? Yes? Are you ready to present?
Yes, I'm here.
Very good. Ivana, I will give you the authorities to be presenter, which means that now you can upload your presentation or share your screen. Which way do you choose?
I will share with my screen.
Yes, please share.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and now I need to see you.
Okay, here's me. Can you see me? Okay. I can start.
You can start.
Okay. So first, let me introduce myself. I'm Ivana Donchevska, and today I'm going to talk about hackers. You might have heard about hackers and know who they really are, but do you know what they really do? Most of us think that hackers are those bad boys who ruin everything, but sometimes their work is from great importance. So today I'm going to talk first about hacking and connect it to hackers. Then to say about something about type of hackers, and something more about ethical hacking. So I'm going to end this presentation with tips how to protect yourself from hacking, or how to protect ourselves from hacking. At first, what is hacking? Hacking is an attempt to exploit a computer system or a computer network inside a computer, or like it's written here, the gaining of unauthorized access to data in a system or a computer. And according to this knowing what is hacking, we are interested which people are called hackers, or who does the hacking. And in our mind at this moment comes that hackers, to explain hackers as the people who do ethical hacking, who do hacking. And yeah, that's correct, but said more correctly, ethical hacker, sorry for said more correctly, hacker is a person who finds and exploits weaknesses of computer system or computer network to gain access. Usually hackers are skilled computer programmers with good knowledge of computer security. Here I put some pictures of hackers. So hackers are classified according to the intent of their actions, and there are several types of hackers. So the first one is an ethical hacker, or known as white hat hacker. For this moment, just remember that type of hacker. I'm going to talk about them a little bit later. Next is cracker, or known as black hat hacker. He's a hacker who gets unauthorized access to computer system for personal gain. And gray hat is a hacker between black hat and white hat hackers, and he or she breaks into computer without authority, with a view to identify weaknesses and report them to the system owner. So the next one is script kiddies. Script kiddies is a non-skilled programmer who gains access to computer system using already made tools. Simply said, he doesn't do nothing new. Hacktivist is a hacker who uses hacking to send some kind of messages like religious, social, or political, and usually it is done by hijacked websites and leaving messages on hijacked websites. And the last one type of hacker is picker. It's a hacker who identifies and exploits weaknesses of telephones instead of computers. So, did you know that not all hacking? Did you know that not all hacking is illegal? Like I mentioned before, I said something about ethical hackers. And here I'm going to say more about them. They are experts who work to agreement with who work in agreement with organizations, companies, and brands in order to uncover security vulnerabilities. Essentially, unethical hackers will try to gain access to a network computer or system the same way a criminal hacker would, but with this difference that they aren't looking to cause any damage on the computer. Instead, they will report the vulnerabilities, and they can be properly pitched and fixed before another hacker finds them. So, I forgot. There are 5 phases of ethical hacking. I'm not going to describe something deeper about them, just to mention them. The first one is reconnaissance. It can be simply said, it's a kind of preparation for the following steps, or ethical hacker is preparing for the next phases that are scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and the last one is covering access, which is what is so important in all these phases. So an ethical hacker is responsible for digital security and needs to always be aware of the latest technologies. So there are some responsibilities of an ethical hacker. There are to build a network system that can prevent hackers from accessing information, safeguarding network system by blocking digital loopholes and preventing hacking attempts, to design a strategy and action plan as a preventive measure to prohibit malicious attackers from breaching information, to test networks and system regularly, that's so important, to create awarenesses of cyber security at every level of the organization, to secure the security of business transactions and client information, and prevent them from being leaked or being impaired. And the last one is to check and access incoming and outgoing digital traffic. So every organization or companies, it doesn't matter if it's a big company or a small company, it's good to have hired an ethical hacker. So the cost of hiring an ethical hacker and securing your data vary from business to business. Those with the larger databases should be prepared to have a bigger budget than those with lesser information. So to protect systems from being hacked, organizations can either hire ethical hackers or outsource the task of ethical hacking. This decision is influenced by many decisions, but by many factors. But in both ways, ethical hacking is a legal agreement either between organization and professional or among the host companies and the organization. So needing an ethical hacker, we need to know how much do ethical hackers earn, and we're interested in this. So the average salary of an ethical hacker is about $20 to $30 per hour. It can reach up to $300 to $400 per hour. There isn't such a limit for ethical hackers' salary, because they can ask much as depending on the complexity of the task. So if they do if they solve a problem which is more difficult than usually, they would like to be paid normally more, and if they do something what is more easy, they will be paid less. So meanwhile, $300 is not a big rate at all. Having in mind that this monies can be earned in only 1 hour of working. So knowing all that what I said, in our mind comes the question: what are criteria for becoming an ethical hacker, and can I become an ethical hacker, and why not? I'm going to describe how to become an ethical hacker. So most important is your current education and your current knowledge about computers, about hacking, and everything what's connected with computers and computing. So if you have been in touch with learning hacking right from your secondary education, then you're perfect to go for the further courses related to this part of education. A CEH, or Certified Ethical Hacker, is an exam held worldwide that aims to teach, discover, and certify the qualifying people as ethical hackers. So this certification is valid for the period of 5 years. And with this certification, a person can try in any company as ethical hacker. And without this certification, it's impossible to proceed as an ethical hacker. This certification course costs around $600, and the course runs for approximately 30 days. This exam can be passed only if you have enough knowledge based on your previous education, your previous learning by yourself from videos, from some academies and something like that. The difference here is that Having this certification and passing this exam is not like regular academies where we join, learn something, and at the end we have exam, and if we pass the exam, then we pass the course and the academy. Here, this passing this exam gives you opportunity to become ethical hacker. So if you pass the exam, congratulations, you have become an ethical hacker. Here I put a picture of how CEH certificates look like. If you ever see it, to know what is it. And there are different job roles of an ethical hacker. Any ethical hacker can be information secure manager, penetration tester, security consultant, or security analyst. Information security manager held the IT and information security teams. This role will require the candidate to ethical hacker. I used to talk about them. Is a network security consultant who tries to exploit security systems vulnerabilities, just like how a hacker would do it. Security consultant will also be responsible to design, implement, and maintain security architectures. They also upgrade the security system when required. And the last one is information security analyst. Here the candidate will be required to design and protect the organization's network from cyber attacks. And finally, the candidate must document the identified security breaches. So knowing all of this and knowing that hackers are everywhere around us, so important is to know how to protect ourselves from them. Maybe now, this point of life, this moment, we're not too much interested about how to protect ourselves, because we don't have what to lose, because we don't have any companies or organizations and something like that yet. All that hackers can, the damage that can cause hackers to us is just to hack our accounts on social medias, emails, and something like that. So the good thing is to know how to protect ourselves. There are 4 keywords that are use, create, practice, and stay. Use is for use feature rich antivirus. That means having a powerful antivirus on your computer or mobile device is first step of your defense. Strong complex passwords. We know that most of the people create or use simple passwords that are easy to be remembered, and this to hackers is a dream come true. And good tip is to create passwords that are strong, with using, for example, capital letters, using numbers, or some special characters, like it can be dot, or exclamation mark, maybe comma, and whatever you want, just password to be more complex. The next one is practice safe web browsing. It's important because we all know what we do when we open some website. Yeah, everything that shows on our screen, we click the message what's on the screen, and this message is not just here to be skipped, but to be read carefully. So we need to read it carefully to know what this website is showing. And also so important is not to put our usernames, passwords, our credit cards, and something like that on web sites that we are not secure that they are secure. And the last one is stay educated. It's most important for me, not only for this topic and this presentation, but also in life. It's so important to stay educated about everything, everything. Crime is a rapidly evolving offense, so new viruses, new techniques, and new exploits are discovered almost every single day. So do your best to stay up to date to the latest scams and know how to protect yourself from hackers, because maybe at this moment it's not that much possible, but you never know if one day you have your own companies or organizations that for what you will need to take care of, and if you know on the right way. And thank you for your attention. That was all from me for today. If you have any questions, I'm here. Sorry, teacher, I don't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, sorry, I've been muted. Your timing is very good. It is 19 minutes. Perhaps now that the audience has some questions to you. Any questions? Have you been hacked yourself?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
In one case, I used to hack my email address. It's not said like hacking, but I forgot my password, and then I need to hack my email address. I was exploring week how to do that, and at the end, I did it.
What do you mean that you had to hack yourself? Your own address?
To bump into my email address without knowing my password.
Did you succeed?
It's not a regular hack, but it can count.
But did you succeed?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So United says we do not have questions. Well, Ivana, you sounded fluent, but you did make some mistakes, and some of the mistakes are tiny. They are small mistakes, but still they are not applicable in grade, let's say, in level B2 or C1 even. Okay, the mistakes are not very, very big, so I will just skip them. One thing that bothers me is that you use your notes very much. And I know that people need notes for many reasons, but notes are not to be read, I'm afraid. For that reason, I will give you a 5.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Internet connection is not very well.
I will give you a 5 for this presentation because you used your notes a lot.
I just used to read what was written on the presentation.
Too much. That was really too much. If you do excellent test, that is the grammar test and the test, you might be fighting for an excellent grade. But at this point, I need more proof that you are really fluent and you deserve your excellent grade. At this time, I just can give you a 5.
Okay.
Later, I can ask you to do something else. Probably we'll see. But first, I want to see the results at your test.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say that, but that's it.
It's not up to you. It's up to me.
You will do your best. All right. Thank you, Ivana.
Okay. Thank you.
So Monica will be the next one. Monica, you are the presenter now, so you can try and upload your presentation.
Oh no.
In the meantime, I want to ask a few people. For example, Gennady and Anastasia, to show me their certificates or to send me pictures of their certificates.
I sent you my certificate.
Anastasia, I haven't noted down that you have sent it. Where did you send it and when?
After our first class on your mail.
To my email address.
Yes, I think you responded to me actually.
Did I?
Yes.
Just find the date of your sending your certificate. I have to check.
February 24th.
Okay.
You responded with that I needed to tell you what my major was.
February.
Remember to put the number of your group and your major.
Oh, excellent. That's why I didn't note my that you sent it to me, because I didn't know where to find you. I have so many lists, so I cannot bother start reading and looking for a name, looking through pages and pages. Please have in mind, this is a request to everybody. When you want to connect me and correspond with me in for any reason, provide this precious information for me.
Okay.
Thank you. So, Monica, where are you? Oh, she's using her mobile.
Teacher?
Yeah.
I sent you my certificate too.
When?
After the first lesson.
Did I respond?
Maybe no, I don't know.
Just find the date when you sent it to me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me? The connection is awful.
I can see you. Sorry, I can hear you very well, but I cannot see you.
I don't know what is happening. Okay, I will try to fix the problem and connect maybe later. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's just fine. Don't worry. In the meantime, we can ask somebody else to be the presenter. Who can we ask?
I could go.
And who are you?
Anastasia.
All right. Did you send me your presentation?
Yes, I did.
When?
On Sunday.
Oh, just a minute. I have to check. On Sunday. It's so odd. I cannot find it. Which date was Sunday?
The
The 21st.
20th. 21st, actually, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
But it appeared right now. I didn't have your presentation until 10 minutes ago.
Really?
I can see it now because this is the first message that I have on my list in my email address.
It must have been some kind of mistake. I sent it on Sunday.
That's really strange. It says Sunday, the 21st of March, but it appeared here just 10 minutes ago. And obviously, I do not have any grade for your written presentation on my list. So that's why I'm asking. All the other presenters sent their presentations and were assessed, but not yours. Anyway, once they are here, I need 1 minute to download them.
Okay.
Anastasia, you can upload your PowerPoint.
In just a moment. Hello, my name is Anastasia Kimovska, and today I'm going to talk to you about blockchain technology and its application. The topics we are going to talk about is blockchain, essentially what is the what is consisted in the blockchain technology, how does it actually work, and the security about behind it. We are going to talk about smart contracts and how they can be used, and Bitcoin, the most popular currency on the market right now. First, we are going to talk about blockchain. Ledger is essentially a document consisting of all transactions of an account or transactions between accounts. It is used by banks to keep record of the movement of money and valuable things. Ledgers have been used since the dawn of civilizations. It is speculated, actually, that writing was invented to keep track of accounts and valuable things of traders, of tradespeople, and for their bills. Blockchain is essentially a decentralized banks. As we know, our money is managed by institutions consisting of the government, the ministry, and banks. They can be separate banks, but it is still centralized in one institution. It is not decentralized as blockchain is. Blockchain is essentially everyone has their own accounts, and everyone can see the other person's account. The properties of distributed ledger technology, basically blockchain is a distributed ledger. Everyone has our accounts and we have everyone's account. It is programmable, it is unanimous, it is anonymous, distributed, it cannot be tampered with, and it is timestamped, as in you can see when it was created, and from that moment onward, nobody can people can access it, but they cannot tamper with it. They cannot change the information. That's why it is so secure. There's supposed to be a video here. I don't know. I can maybe share my screen and play the video that way, possibly. Okay. Can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice.
Records can be stored. On the horizon. Making them not just decentralized, ways to send money because there isn't a bank or financial.
That was essentially an overview of all topics I'm going to address in this presentation. So how does the blockchain technology work? Like I said, blockchain is basically a chain of blocks that contain information, that are filled with information. And the types of blockchain that exist depends on the data that is stored on the blocks. For example, it could be personal data like your social security number, your name, your emails, your passwords. It could be some document, data for a passport or your medical bill, or it can be as it is most commonly used as a cryptocurrency or money, digital money. The most important parts of a blockchain, of a block containing information, is the information it holds, hash of the information in the block, and the hash of the information of the previous block. That's how the blocks are connected, because every one block contains information, hash of the information of the previous blocks. When it was first developed the idea was first developed in 1991 by a group of developers and engineers, and the idea was essentially to timestamp documents and make them tamper-proof. The idea has gone unused for almost 2 decades, actually, when in 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto, a pseudonymous person, decided to use this idea and actually create digital currency. That's how blockchain came to be. But in order to have the 3 essential parts of the blockchain technology, he had to create a genesis block, because every other block had to contain hash of the previous block. But how could they use it? How could they actually create another block when the first block wasn't created? So essentially, he made the first block called Genesis block, and he received, like the video said, everyone, when they create a block, they get a fee or a reward, and he got a reward of $50 that way. The most important part of the blockchain technology actually is its security. As we know, not everything on the internet is 100% secure. Like Ivana was talking about in the previous presentation, there are a lot of hackers and there are a lot of techniques that people can use to digitally modify information so they can access it. So the basis of the security of blockchain is hashing. A hash function is a function that manipulates data to be translated in hexadecimal numbers. So people cannot, in a pattern that is not centralized, that is standardized to that function. So people can use a hash function, cryptographically secure data, and then get back at it. Basically, hashing is like I said, cryptographically securing information, like our fingertips, for example. Here is an example of information. For example, this is the hash of block 2, and block 3, apart from its information and its own hash, has the hash of the previous block. This is essential because then when you create a new block, it cannot, if you want to create a new block and want it to be, for example, a new block is created. You want to modify the block 3. it cannot, or block 2, it cannot be modified, because when you modify the information, the hash is modified. So when block 3 is created, instead of using this hash, block 2 has this hash, but this is the previous hash of the function. That's how modifications are documented. That's how blocks can be verified, if they have been modified or not. But we live in a day and age when computers work really fast and can complete this hash functions in not even a second, and can complete modifications of the blocks in chronological order of tens of thousands of blocks in under 10 minutes. So that's why this is the hash of the Genesis block, the first block created for Bitcoin. So this is why developers decided to implement another technique for security called proof of work. This slows down the time needed for creation of new blocks, which in actuality slows down how much time it takes to tamper with it, or tamper with its hash functions. Every new block cannot be created in under 10 minutes. So that's if a computer needed, for example, 10 minutes to hash and modify every 10,000 blocks, now it's going to take years, maybe. But developers didn't think that it was secure enough, so they implemented the distributed peer-to-peer network. The distributed peer-to-peer network is here to verify for every new block created. Every user has a copy of the blockchain up to the point a new block is created. When a new block is created, everyone has to verify that the hash of the previous function of the new block corresponds with the hash of the last block they have. This is how blockchain can be decentralized completely. Nobody has control over everything. Just the users have control. And if one decides to be abusive towards the technology, nobody is going to let them, because once they see that it is modified, they alert everyone, and one user is needed for the block to not be verified and not pass through. Well, basically the transaction will not pass through. Here is explained: to successfully tamper with a blockchain. That means, after everything I've said, that means that if you want to tamper with a block on the chain, you have to completely redo all hash functions up to that point of all the blocks created. You will have to redo proof of work of each block, and you will have to take control over 50% of the peer-to-peer network, or the users. One of the applications of the blockchain technology are smart contracts. Like I said, the idea was created for documents to be timestamped and tamper-proof by the group of developers in 1991. And this way, this can be used for trading or for security, for private uses. Basically, the two sides of the contract were anonymous, and the documents may even have an expiration date, meaning they self-disintegrate after a certain amount of time. Like I said, two parties that are anonymous, they create a smart contract, it executes itself, and then it erases itself, basically. Cryptocurrency is one application of smart contracts. Like I said, banks to banks as we all know, in the digital age, every bank has its digital platform where you can see your account, see your balance, you can send someone money, but this is still centralized. The blockchain network only runs between the sender and the receiver, and other users are only there to verify or not let a block be created, not let a transaction go through. So what is cryptocurrency? It is digital money created by coding. The market of the cryptocurrencies are actually managed by the peer-to-peer network. And cryptocurrency is essentially cryptographically secured code. Today's examples of cryptocurrencies, or the three most popular ones, are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Bitcoin's market is estimated to be over $127 billion. Ethereum is estimated to be over $24 billion, and XRP's market value is valued at over $18 billion. There are a lot of other cryptocurrencies, and every once in a while there is another, and it basically, its market accumulates from its users. The more users put into it, the more rewards they get, the more the market catches on value. Now the most important and the most popular cryptocurrency on the market right now, it's Bitcoin. Like I said, it is controlled by the peer-to-peer network. It is cryptographically secured. What's interesting about Bitcoin is it's called mining. Mining is essentially the proof of work of the block and the verification of other users for the validity of the block. When the proof of work is done, and if the block goes through, users actually get a small amount of fee. Satoshi Nakamoto got the first fee, and it was $50 US at that time. After that, it only got smaller and smaller. I think by now it is already $0.02. So with time, it's going to be even of less value, but there is always going to be a certain amount of fee. Bitcoin and blockchain. I already talked about all this. Why do we need blockchain? It is resilient. It is proven to have a test over to be tested over time. And as we all know, on the internet, something is interesting for a couple of months, maybe a couple of years, but this has been actively going on for the last 10 years. It cuts down the time that is needed for a transaction. Everything is digital, and it is tamper-proof. Even if a transaction at a bank can be done in minutes, for example, someone may hack into your account, may take money from that account, and the time you would need to prove, and the bank for it to prove that it is a certain person can take years. This also helps with fraud prevention, with security. It is completely transparent. Everyone can see your account. Everyone can see your balance. They just don't know it's you. They know you are anonymous, completely digital, but everyone can see your account. It is collaborative between the peers, and is decentralized. This means that there is not one person that can control it, and that can manipulate the system. Everyone is in on it. And a conclusion. Bitcoin has been in 2009. It had a value of $0, obviously, but in less than 2 years and a month, actually, its value increased to $1. By now, the value of Bitcoin is over $50,000 in a decade. In a decade, it has increased for $50,000. The people that were smart and actually wanted to mine Bitcoin when it first came out, now are practically billionaires, millionaires, if not billionaires. Bitcoin is only going to go up, as with cryptocurrency are only going to go up, because everything in our lives is beginning to be digitalized, even our money. So I think that, in my opinion, actually, I think that cryptocurrency is only going to be more popular, only going to be more applicable to real life situations. Some companies and some stores even offer for people to buy with Bitcoin money or cryptocurrency or Ethereum. So I think it will only increase in its use and in its popularity. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you have any questions for her? Robert is writing something.
Yes, yes.
Moment. You sound like an expert.
No, I don't. I would like to, and actually, on summer break, I wanted to start investing, but I don't go into anything without thoroughly doing research on it. So no, I don't have yet, but I honestly plan on investing in cryptocurrencies. The value of Bitcoin last week was $60,000. And it dropped to 54. By now it could be 52. But I think it is a good investment. And with more investing in the market, in the cryptocurrency market, I think that its value will only increase.
Well, okay. Any more questions? When did Bitcoin appear first? Yeah, Anastasia.
For me,
when did Bitcoin appear first?
In 2009, actually.
2009.
Yeah.
So we see we have had 11 years of Bitcoin existing, and what a huge change of the situation as compared to the origin.
Exactly.
Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, Anastasia, you sound so fluent. Yeah, it's a pleasure to listen to you. And also, I did enjoy your pronunciation very much. So, did you spend any time abroad?
No, I haven't spent time. I was on exchange. I have gone to a couple of exchanges, Erasmus exchanges in Poland, in Portugal, but apart from that, no.
Okay. Well done. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you as well.
I think I can give you 6. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. Who's next? Next volunteer.
Okay, I have to present.
Hey. And you are?
I'm Gennady.
Okay. Gennady, I will make you presenter so that you can upload.
Yeah, just a moment to.
So I doubt if we are going to have more time for Maria or Monica. Actually, is Monica online?
I am online. I can present after Gennady.
Maria is online, okay.
Yeah, but still don't didn't stop the share screen of the presentation, and I can share.
I've already made you presenter, so you can share. That's right.
Okay, one moment. Oh yeah. So, one moment for webcam. So, yeah. Can I start?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So, I'm Gennady Nikov, and today I will talk about cybersecurity. So, here is the content. I will talk about what is cybersecurity, its common categories, some about vulnerabilities, and then I will continue about cryptography and cybersecurity. What are the differences? What are the similarities? And so for now, I will say some ways of preventing. So I will start with what is cybersecurity. It is the practice of defending computer services, mobile phones, electronic devices, network, and data from malicious attack. It is also known as information technology system or electronic security. And this term applies variety of category from business to mobile computing, and can be divided into a few common categories. So the first one is network security. It is the practice of defending computer network from intruders, whether targeted attackers or opportunistic malware. Another category of cybersecurity is application security. It focuses on keeping software free of attacks, and a compromise could provide access to the data it's designed to protect. And successful security begins in the design stage, well before the device is deployed. And how it is shown in the picture, application security is the combination of 6 models. First is secure software development lifecycle. Next is maturity models, assurance program, verification, construction, and risk. That is the combination that is application security. Yeah. Next is information security. It protects the integrity and privacy of data, both in storage and in transit. It is the combination of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. In other words, it provides access only to authorized people to gain to get information when it's required. And next kind of cybersecurity is operation security. It includes the process and decisions for handling and protecting the data sets, and the permissions users have when accessing a network, and the procedures that determine how and where data may be stored or shared. And operational security is the combination of prevention plus detection plus response, how it is written. And prevention techniques are static barriers to intruders, and they stop them. And detection and response technologies are dynamic and ongoing processes. So the last one category of cybersecurity is end-user education. It's addressed to the most unpredictable factor of the cybersecurity, which is people. Anyone can accidentally introduce a virus to an otherwise computer system by failing to follow good good security practices, and teaching users to delete suspiciously mail attachment or not plug in unidentified USB drivers, and any kind of these useful things can help to any organization for securing a computer. And I will continue with vulnerabilities and attacks. So vulnerabilities, these are the weakness in design, implementation, operation, or internal control. And most of the vulnerabilities that are discovered are documented in the vulnerabilities and exposures database. This is privacy known information, and to secure your computer system, you have to know what attacks can be made against it. And these threats can be divided into a few common categories. So the first category is backdoor. Backdoor is can be seen in a crypto system, in a computer system, or in an algorithm. So it is any secret method of bypassing normal authentication or security control. And security control, and it can be very hard to be detected. And usually detection is done by a person who has the application source code or knowledge of operating system of the computer. So next is denial of service attacks. This attack is designed to make a machine or network resources unavailable to its intended users, and attackers can deny service to individual victims, or overloading the capabilities and block all users at once. Here, detection is much more difficult because this attack originate from zombie computers or botnet computers. These are computers which are connected to a